Yo, hi everyone. If you're like me who enjoys roguelike deck builders like these here are 5 upcoming ones in 2025. And if you stick around to the end, I think there's a wild card of a deck builder here that might change the scene. That I feel like might make a massive difference to what we might see in the future. So thank you for clicking the video, and let's get into this. So here's the first one. This is Barely Brave. I've just done about 4 attempts of really trying to do that one. To do the title, I kept getting a tongue twister. Yeah, so this is Barely Brave. This is a roguelike deck builder where at night the toys come to life and they do tournaments. And in these tournaments, whoever wins gets to be put on the top shelf. So there'll be more likely to be bought first. I think it's a cool little artwork, but quirky. There are 10 starting decks with loads of endless synergies and combos. There is actually a demo coming out shortly, August 7th. So I'll be definitely playing that. This kind of gives me some similarities to Slay the Spire 2, well, 1 and 2. In this game, there's also an endless mode, like in Battletron, where your build is that strong it one-shots the enemies or the last boss. So you're actually able to see how far your build can go and get a new high score, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, I feel like this game has some promise. It's very interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. Definitely playing a demo. I'll be going live if you guys are about. Yeah, so definitely wishlist this, and we'll go into the next one. This is a game called Nine Kings. It's a RTS roguelike deck builder. You have 7 monarchs, which all have different builds and different cards. Where one is a necromancer, one is a king of nature or a king of blood art. There's some pretty cool, like, different decks with this. You place your cards in a 3x3 plane, like in most RTSs. It's mainly like an auto battle, a tower defense. So you'll wait for each anticipating wave. Each wave gets harder and harder. There is also an endless mode in this. This game is currently in early access as of recording this video. So it looks really, really promising. I think it's a bit of a different deck builder when traditionally like you verse wave, like you verse each monster stage by stage. This is more of a wave base or battle attack, so it's a bit of bridge in between. But this is different, this is unique. Yeah, if you haven't already seen this is a game that I'm kind of interested in. I think it has some promise. So let's get into the next one. This is all the one you've been waiting for, the biggest scare of them all. Yes, guys, you all guessed it was Slay the Spire 2, probably the biggest anticipated deck builder from the game that put deck builders on the map, Slay the Spire 1. This game is on a new engine now to make it more, to hopefully make it more cleaner. It looks so nice, so promising. They've not really changed that much in the map base, but they have kept the original characters with the Ironclad and the Silent. They've introduced a new character called the Necrobinder, which is like a necromancer, where you're kind of like able to gain enemies as your own monsters and stuff like that, which is pretty good. It's always nice seeing new characters. They have also introduced some new mechanics. It is like a side quest card during the ascend up the spire, where you'll be talking to NPCs, and these NPCs will give you quests, and these quests will reward you relics and items to help you progress through the spire. I think this is so cool, where now they've had the base in Slay the Spire 1, and they've able to increase the story and the lore of the game and the world. So I don't have to tell you too much about this game. This is probably in everyone's wish list already. This game is coming out in early access, like it did in the original. So get on your wish list if you haven't already, and let's get into the next one. So this is Shroom and Gloom. I don't know what it is with this list I've got here, but they've all got like word play titles. So I've just done like 4 attempts of trying to say the word Shroom and Gloom. So yes, this is Shroom and Gloom, a roguelike deck builder, where you actually have 2 decks, where you have a battle deck and a exploration deck, where you have 2 different decks. One has the standard battle deck where you just play cards, and the character has different versions of it. And another one is actually where you have tools and equipment and keys and that, where you be given to actually roam through the levels. Yeah, this game kind of reminds me of the game Inscription, where the world kind of is a lot more exploring in the world than it is when you have like little like things you interact with. I think if you guys have played Inscription, you know what I mean. It's kind of hard to explain. If you haven't played Inscription, definitely do. It's a really, really good roguelike. So the next game I've got on this list is what I call the wild card, where I've not seen too much about this game. It's really, really interesting. It's kind of something I've not even seen before at all, as mechanics wise. So you guys are going to have to help me out this one. Put a comment of what you think about this one. So this one is called the Fable Manga build roguelike. Honestly, I've not seen anything like this before. So you actually have a manga panel, and you have your panels, which is essentially like a deck, and you grab them panels up onto like a storyboard essentially, and from them like pictures or cards or whatever, they combo into an attack from each page. So you'd pick your page out, put your panels in, do your panels, and then that was the correct combo, and then you'll flip a page, and then it'll be the opponent's turn, and they'll have certain panels to go through. I think it's such a cool idea. Like, if you know, you know. I haven't seen anything like this before. If you know, let me know in the comments if it's a game similar to this. This is so creative and such a good idea. I hope to see more of this. It's coming to Switch as well. I know it's coming to Switch at launch, but it's coming to PC and Steam. So I'm gonna keep this on the radar. So wishlist this, and if you guys know anything a bit more, because I couldn't find too much about it, but I seen it on the Steam page and upcoming Roguelike Deckbuilders, and honestly, it's definitely something out there that I feel like could, like Balatro did with it bringing out like poker games into a deck builder, and you've got all the ones coming out with slot machines and stuff like that, or slot machines before Balatro. I feel like this could bring something else to the genre of roguelikes, deck builders. I'm really, really impressed with how this game looks. And that's a wrap. That's my top 5 roguelike deck builders coming out in 2025. A couple of them is a guaranteed to be probably game of the year for these games, for this sort of genre. A few of these, like Shroom and Gloom, he's got an early access coming out soon. No, it's actually got a demo, sorry. And that Barely Brave has also got an early access coming out on the 7th of August. So these games, wishlist them if you're interested. I will actually be doing a series on a couple of these games, the ones that I'm able to get hold of. Yeah, so you have to let me know if this video worked or if you actually like this video, because this is new to me doing something like this. I've been thinking about doing a follow-up video to this with roguelike action games like Undermine 2, that's out soon, that's currently in early access, and Neon Abyss 2. I've played a few that I got access from the publishers, Kepler. Really appreciate them doing that as like my first gifted code from a developer or a publisher or anything like that, so massive shout out to them. Yeah, so if it's a game or a couple of games that you think that should have been on this list, write in the comment below. And anything else about roguelike deck builders, let's have a chat. Thank you for watching the video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.